Hey everyone, welcome back to the English on Air podcast, your cozy place for real English, real conversations, and thoughtful ideas for everyday life. I'm Ella.
And I'm Leo. It's really nice to have you here with us today. Ella, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling quite focused today, actually. I spent a good part of the morning studying, and it gave me a nice sense of progress. How about you?
That sounds productive. My day has been similar. I've been trying to study a bit more consistently these days.
Oh, really? What are you studying?
Mostly language and a bit of personal development. Nothing too intense, but I'm trying to build a habit.
I like that, building the habit. I think studying becomes much easier when it's part of your daily routine instead of something you force yourself to do.
Exactly. When it's a habit, you don't have to think too much about it. You just sit down and start.
Do you have a fixed time for studying?
Not always fixed, but I try to study in the morning when my mind feels fresh. What about you?
I prefer late morning or early afternoon. I feel like I'm more focused then.
That's interesting. I guess everyone has their own rhythm.
Yes, and that's actually a great point. Studying, just like everything else, becomes easier when it fits into your natural daily routine.
Exactly. And that brings us perfectly into today's topic.
Yes, today we're talking about a real daily routine and how to talk about your day naturally in English.
So, not just what we do, but how we describe it in a simple, natural way.
Exactly, because real English is not just short sentences. It's about sharing your day in a more human, connected way.
Right. So, let's start from the beginning, the morning.
For me, mornings are very calm and slow. I usually wake up around 7 a.m., but I don't rush.
You ease into the day?
Yes, exactly. I stay in bed for a few minutes, maybe stretch a little, just to wake up gently.
That sounds really peaceful. My mornings are a bit more structured. I wake up around 6:30 a.m. and get up quite quickly.
So no slow start for you.
Not really. If I stay in bed too long, I feel lazy, so I prefer to get up, drink a glass of water, and start moving.
Drinking water first thing in the morning is such a good habit.
Yeah, it helps me feel awake. Then I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, the basics.
Same here. It's simple, but it really sets the tone for the day.
After that, I usually have breakfast. Something simple like toast, eggs, or sometimes just coffee.
I prefer light breakfasts too. Oatmeal or toast, nothing too heavy.
And do you check your phone in the morning?
I try not to. It used to make my mornings feel rushed. Now I like to stay offline for a bit.
That's a good habit. I check my messages sometimes, but I try to keep it short.
That's a useful phrase. Keep it short. It means you don't spend too much time on something.
Exactly. And then I look at my to-do list.
Yes, having a simple plan makes the day feel more organized.
Now, let's move into the afternoon, usually the busiest part of the day.
Yes, this is when I feel most focused. I usually work or study during this time.
Same here. This is when I handle most of my tasks, meetings, work, or anything important.
Do you take breaks while working?
I try to. Even short breaks help me reset.
Reset is such a good word. It means you take a moment to start fresh again.
Exactly. Sometimes I just stand up, walk around, or get a small snack.
I do the same. If I study for a long time, I take short breaks to stretch or relax my mind.
It really helps with focus, right?
Yes, without breaks, I feel tired and less productive. And what about lunch?
I usually keep it light, maybe a sandwich or a salad. If I eat too much, I feel sluggish afterward.
That's another useful word, sluggish. It means low energy.
Yes, exactly. So I try to avoid heavy meals.
Same here. After lunch, I focus on finishing important tasks.
I like that too, completing the bigger tasks while I still have energy.
It gives a sense of progress and relief. And then comes the evening, which is my favorite part of the day.
Same here. It's time to slow down.
After a long day, I like to unwind.
Unwind means to relax and let go of stress.
Exactly. I might take a walk, listen to music, or just sit quietly.
My evenings are similar. I try to keep things calm and simple.
And dinner?
Usually around 7 p.m. Something simple but satisfying.
I like that phrase, simple but satisfying.
It doesn't have to be fancy, just something that feels good.
And after dinner, I do my night routine, brushing my teeth, washing my face.
It's a small thing, but it feels like the day is ending.
Yes, it's like telling your body it's time to rest.
Then I try to avoid screens and relax a bit.
Same here, maybe reading or just sitting quietly.
And sleep time?
Around 10 or 10:30 p.m., I try to keep it consistent.
Same. Good sleep makes a huge difference. So when we look at the whole day, it's really a rhythm of small actions.
Yes, and for English learners, the goal is to describe this rhythm naturally.
Instead of saying simple sentences, try to add a little detail.
For example, instead of saying, I study, you can say, I usually study in the morning when my mind feels fresh.
That sounds more natural and expressive.
And don't worry about being perfect. Just speak clearly and honestly.
Your daily routine is something you already know, so it's the best place to practice English.
Exactly. You're not learning something new, you're just learning how to express what you already do.
Before we finish, let's reflect a little.
Yes. Think about your daily routine. Which part of your day do you enjoy the most?
And is there one small habit you could improve?
It doesn't have to be a big change. Even a small step can make your day better.
And better days create a better life over time.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We hope this conversation helped you practice English in a natural way.
Keep observing your daily life and try to describe it in English.
This was the English on Air podcast with Leo and Ella.
Be kind to yourself.
Take care and keep learning.
Bye, everyone.
See you in the next episode.
Your learning doesn't stop here. Click on the next video and continue your English journey with us.